Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what you guys are looking at is Laramie, Wyoming's temperature from over the last 10 years, specifically in the month of February. But before we truly look at this data, I want you guys to close your eyes. And, also you guys are like second or third graders. Yeah. I want you guys to close your eyes and I want you to think about the hottest day that you can remember. And then just hold a thumbs up on your chest when you've thought about the hottest day that you can remember.
No, but when I was in high school, I took a class called Field Science.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to ask each of you to open up your eyes and then share your hottest day experience. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. There was one time I was fishing with my boyfriend, but I'm in second grade, so I don't really have a boyfriend. My friends, and it was so hot, and we didn't have any water, and I thought I was gonna die of dehydration.
Yes. Do you remember where were you?
I was in by Laramie Peak, so between here and
And what month?
it was in August or July.
Okay. Will you share next?
Yes, the hottest day I can think of is we were coming back from Mexico and we were driving over the border and it was just so hot. And then the air conditioning went out in the vehicle we were in and it was just like,
No, I don't think so. I was going to ask you to know.
I was like in fourth grade,
So I always think about that.
but
Yeah.
I was around there and that was super hot. And we had to like get out of the car.
That is crazy. In what month of the year did this happen?
So August.
Okay.
My hottest experience was my family was on vacation in North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
And we were going to dinner at a restaurant, and we were walking to the restaurant, and it was just like it was hot, humid, and we were just like all walking uphill. It was terrible.
Yes, and the humidity is
And then we
like,
got into the restaurant, and there was no air conditioning. It was just like one fan. So it was really bad.
you're like
And the water
sweaty.
didn't have ice, so it was
Oh
just like,
gosh.
yeah,
And what month did that happen in?
July.
Okay, so I'm seeing a trend of the hottest days being in July, August, so kind of end of the summer, heating up. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and envision the coldest day of the year that you've ever experienced in your entire life. And hold a thumbs up to your chest when you've gotten there. Okay, you can open your eyes. And do you want to start with your experience this time?
Sure. There's this one day where I was at my house and I had to shovel all the snow off the driveway by myself, and I was out there and it was so cold. And I was bundled up. And
Yeah.
It was freezing.
Yeah. How cold do you think it was?
Probably like 10 degrees maybe.
Yeah.
Less than that.
Yeah. And especially, where were you?
Colorado.
So was it windy too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what month was this in?
Probably just
Okay. Okay.
Okay, I can think of my junior year of school, and it was like below negative.
Uh-huh.
And I had to go out and like take care of the chickens and like the goats and sheep and stuff. And it was just like so cold, and I could feel like my eyebrows and eyelashes freezing.
Oh my goodness. And where was this?
This was in Saratoga,
And what month?
like February.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
my coldest day was in March. It was spring break week actually,
Oh.
and it was.
Here, would it help if I just came next to you? If I put a different yard?
And it was negative 35, and the wind was blowing like 70 miles an hour, and we were outside building shelters for my horses because the wind was blowing directly into our barn rather than around it.
Yeah.
And I had ski masks on, and my horse's faces were completely iced over.
Oh my
It was freezing. And it was March.
Ugh. Those sound horrible. Youch. I would want you to think about the best day of your life, but we don't have time for that. So, with this data, we see a trend that we kind of have our colder days in February or March. And so this is the average. We have our blue line being the minimum temperature over the last 10 years for February. The green is the average, and then the red is the maximum temperature that it got in that month. So, I'm going to give you a couple seconds to really look at this data. I know there's not a whole ton to look at, but yeah, just making note that we have our temperature on our y-axis and then the dates on the x-axis. Okay, so what does this data tell us about the year 2019 and the year 2020?
Okay.
So
Yeah, what does this data tell us about the year 2019 and the year 2020?
Well, I noticed that on February 16th and January 16th.
2019 was cool.
Yeah.
What was the number? That's what caused COVID.
Well, in January, it was all the way to.
Everyone was just freezing, yeah.
I also
Is
feel
that
like there
an- I'm
wasn't a
assuming
really
that's
like
miles per
drastic
hour.
change.
Yeah.
Just kind of
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming that
Um,
that's sustained
I
wind
feel like
not
in 2018 and 2020
around
was pretty
February
normal, and then we see a
16th,
drop
where
all of a sudden.
Perfect, yes. I was just gonna ask, when do you guys notice on this graph the coldest year?
Right. Because in March-ish, like that,
Yeah.
I wonder why. I think that's actually when that storm was.
speaking
Yeah.
of,
Yeah, probably.
but
That makes sense. Would you guys say
also
that
interesting how,
the hot or cold temperature benefits our area?
I mean, it like really spikes
I
up
feel
and
bad.
down.
Like my example, I felt really bad for my horses being out in that, so I would say probably bad. Because I know a lot of people that are trying to, from my experience, my second grade experience,
Yeah.
I have a lot of my friends who are cabbing out in February and March, and they lose a lot of calves when it's that cold.
Yes.
January 8th here.
Does anyone else want to add to that?
When
But
there's a
also when
spike.
it doesn't get cold and you don't get like a lot of snow, that's we have a lot of fires, which also feels
Yes, yeah. That is very good analog.
And then also when it doesn't snow, we have snow in May.
Yes. Yeah. Hence the.
Hence the current weather.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say that great answers, and I feel like extremes on both ends aren't the best for everybody, but we need both of them to survive, and they do have their pros and cons. To look at the data more in depth and to think about then and now, is it the same or warmer right now than it was 10 years ago?
I would say it's honestly probably the same. Like we see a drop. Then back up to 2024, it gets kind of hot. But I would bet that 2026 was probably like around 2024 or even 2017, where it was pretty hot. So I feel like there were days this year where my mom let me go to school in shorts.
Yeah, yeah. I would also, like, at recess, kids were, like, not wearing coats in early February. And then, of course, May, now we're in our snowsuits and everything. But, yeah, I would agree with that. Do you think that it will be colder or warmer 10 years from now?
It'll be warmer.
So
Warmer?
wind often
Why do you think that?
I just feel like with everything going on in the
circles
world,
around in the
I
valley.
don't know, the weather's
But it
changing
does
so much in like the different seasons. I feel like it'll be warmer and like definitely the
A
month
lot
of
of times
February.
how we have like
I would agree. And even take, this winter. This February wasn't, like, a record-breaking winter. And I feel like we haven't truly been, like, freezing cold in, like, a couple of years.
or the wind
So how has this temperature affected our environment?
I feel like it's a lot more dry right now. And before it snowed the past couple of weeks, you look at the mountain and it's just like brown. Like there's no green grass. And like the fields right now, it's all just brown already.
Yeah, great observation. Does anyone else want to add to that?
It kind of looks like it's just staying the same. Maybe it's even got like, it just like always kind of rises and then drops. And I wonder if like there has to be a drop to like
Yeah.
It's like really bizarre to see. But also
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
background.
My mom told me that climate change happens.
So with
Told me
thinking,
we're gonna be on fire.
with thinking about this weather and over the weather of the last 10 years, how has it affected our day-to-day lives?
As soon as we pop up.
And think about it, to elaborate on that question a little bit more, like, think about 2021 when it was the coldest year. How do you think that affected people's day-to-day lives?
Like the exact peak, you do it.
people had to like shovel a lot more.
I know my mom told me that a lot of there was a couple days where she couldn't even go to work in 2021 because our cars wouldn't start.
Yeah.
So they would just close school
Yeah.
and work for a while. But now we don't really have that wind.
Yeah. And I would also like even say people just aren't out doing stuff. Like as soon as it snows, like even students aren't coming, just walking to school, or no one's out walking to classes. Like everyone's just kind of more hibernated in their homes. So then to think about our weather that we've had this year, how has it affected your day-to-day lives?
My family took a lot more outside, like hiking trips.
Yes.
Than usual.
Yeah.
Never should fall down here.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say more time outside for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was able to drive different places that before it was kind of so hard to drive in the wintertime.
The other thing that I really noticed that
Yes, I like it. Thank you guys for sharing all of your thoughts. To close, just want to emphasize the relevance of temperatures and how they affect our daily lives, and that like the core message is weather changes over time, but current trends are sometimes repetitive. Yeah, thank you.